Hi you guys, my name is Cherita and I need an intro. So today's video, I'm going to be talking once again about this girl Treasure, but I'm not going to be reacting to anything that she has said recently. I am here to just expose how much of a fraud that she is. I told you in the last video, I was going to make a video specifically on her being a fraud because of the receipts that I found on Facebook. But since then, her sister has actually come out and spoken against her mother, and her brother, who all went on that show and basically lied. So what I will be doing is I will show you guys clips of the sister talking and basically telling you what has been going on with Treasure and this, that, and the other. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the receipts. Okay, so as you guys may or may not know, I don't know, Treasure, who is a black girl who claims that she's white, she says that, you know, she has naturally straight hair and that she doesn't need to wear weaves or perms or any of that nonsense. Well, here's a picture of her with her naturally curly hair, stating that she had just taken her hair down, meaning braids or a weave or something like that. She had just taken her hair down and she was going to do something about it. And then on top of that, she actually has other hairstyles that includes synthetic hair, such as braids, weaves, and more weaves. So right there, like we know she knows she does not have naturally straight hair. Sis, we know. Then she wanted to talk about how she claims she's not African American and she's believed this her whole life. Well, when Philando Castile was murdered by the police, she posted a picture of him or posted something. I don't know if it was a video, but this is her caption. It says, "This got me crying. The police need to stop killing our family. I'm really on the F the police tip now, and people wonder why I got a fear of the police." So this was in 2016, and she claims that she's been feeling white her entire life. Sis. And then she posted this the same day she posted the thing about Philando Castile. She put, "Breaking news, the African Americans are the most endangered species right now. We getting killed every time I turn around, I swear." Sad face. Crying face. So, really? And what's frustrating is I was watching The Breakfast Club and Dr. Phil was on it, and he claimed that they did like intense research or whatever to see if she really was who she said she was. But clearly they didn't do that much research because it's right here on her Facebook page. It's right here. That talks, she's talking about how afraid of the she's talking about how scared she is for the African American community. But Dr. Phil and his research crew couldn't have figured this one out. It's fine.
I do remember this Treasure girl.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. She drove me crazy.
Did you believe anything that was coming out of her mouth?
You know, when you get somebody that is that radical, the first thing you do is think, is this a put on?
Right.
But before we have somebody on, we do a deep dive on these people before they ever get on. And this mother was desperate. And what happened is this girl was adopted, and her mother did not tell her. Her father was a white guy. Her stepfather was a white guy. He died, and when he died, Mom said, "Oh, by the way, that was your stepdad. You're not biracial. Your real dad is black." And she was like, "What?" Because she just had no idea. And at that same time, they moved out of the suburbs and into the city, and her whole life changed, and she freaked out.
They must have beat her ass every day in school.
That's why I was working so hard on it. Like, girl, come on, you are a racist. You need to shut up.
Yeah.
And I brought in a life coach for her. You probably saw the wonderful lady out of Atlanta that's a really, really talented and delightful life coach for her. But she's a hard head. I'm afraid she's going to really get her ass beat. Seriously.
Also, do not forget, she mentioned something about how she's not fat like African American women because it's only an African American thing to be fat. Okay, well, this status says, just going to stay in the house today and make steak, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. I'm on my thick girl diet. So, okay. And if you guys want to argue that thick isn't the same thing as fat, because it's not, she had also posted this. On y'all life, I'm getting obese this summer. Just watch. Now, if I'm incorrect, please correct me if I'm wrong, but is obese not the same thing as fat? It might be even a step above fat, but I could be wrong. Then, this is my absolute favorite one. This is a post from her in 2014. You guys, are you ready to laugh? Because I'm sick and tired of people telling me that I sound like a white girl. Is speaking black mean I have to talk like ghetto trash? Then I don't want to. Not all white people speak proper. I'm sorry if you've been raised in the hood all your life, but that's not me. I don't want to speak the ghettos. I don't want to be friends with you ghetto people either, so don't try to befriend me. So what she's saying is, don't tell me that I speak like a white girl even though I am white. Like, you got to keep your story straight. If you are going to be this problematic person, you should have been it from a long time ago, or you should have at least deleted your Facebook and started fresh so that things like this didn't come up. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what her sister had to say, and it's actually quite heartbreaking. So Treasure has 6 other brothers and sisters, and Nina is the one who came and spoke out. And basically she said that their mother stopped taking care of Treasure, and that the mother is very toxic and neglectful. Treasure hasn't been to school in years, and now CPS is out looking for Treasure, which is ironic because I'm pretty sure she said that all black people are criminal, but here you are and you should be in juvie because you're not going to school. Not my business. But the sister really did speak out, and I felt bad because the man who raised Nina and her other siblings happened to be a white man, and she doesn't call him her stepfather. That's what she, that's who she calls her father. And basically, one of the main reasons why Nina spoke out is because she did not want people to think that her father was this white supremacist as Treasure and her mother made him out to be, because that's totally not who he was as a person. I don't know, the sister exposed a lot, and I feel like it was brave of her to do this because, of course, the trolls are going to come out and say, well, how do we know you're really her sister? How do we know this? How do we know that? And she's afraid to put out Treasure's information, which she shouldn't because Treasure's only 16 years old, but she doesn't want to put her sister's location out there because she's afraid that somebody is seriously going to hurt her sister, if not kill her. So she has actually been, I think she's been trying to turn Treasure into CPS. And I mean, honestly, I really just hope that Treasure and her mom and that entire family gets the help that they need. But like I said, I will be leaving some video proof of Treasure's sister talking about the situation because obviously it's her story to tell, not mine.
She wants to be a meme. That's what she said. She wants to be a meme. She's 16 years old, on the run from CPS, does not go to school. She's not even in my mom's custody. My mom does not have custody of Treasure. But the fact that, all of a sudden she's supportive of taking her to Dr. Phil, it just shocks the fucking shit out of me. It shocks me that my mom would take this girl to Dr. Phil, but you can't even take that bitch to school. That's where I have an issue. But if anybody has any more questions. Are you close to your mom? On and off. My mom is a very negative person and has done a lot of damage in our lives that still negatively affect us today, obviously. But her phone has been off for quite some time. But I want to fully come out and expose her for the kind of person she is because she's done a lot of evil shit. to our whole family, and I feel like she needs to just be called out for it. She'll hurt me and not give a fuck, so I kind of feel the same way at this point, you know. And it's really sad that, you know, people are questioning my validity when I know Cherita's full name. What's your sister's fascination with white people? She's looking for attention. She knows the race topic is a sensitive one that will get a rise out of people. Did you watch Treasure's Insta post saying she only had one sibling? Of course. I mean, I've watched it before she blocked me. But Treasure has 6 other brothers and sisters on my mom's side. And she has, her biological father has some kids of his own. Were you able to sleep last night after the live? I slept pretty decent. Has your sister come at you? Not in person. She tried to call me last night, but regarding Treasure, I do not want to speak to her on the phone. If anything, I'd see her in person and probably whip her ass. I gave her whoopings all the time coming up. So, I mean, I'm her big sister. So it's like, it is what it is. Okay. Did Dr. Phil have a... Dang. I think Dr. Phil is to blame because he gives these kids a platform. Does your sister know she can get hurt? I know she can get killed.
I mean, after watching the sister, like, I don't understand how you can't believe what she's saying. Like, I feel the hurt. I see the pain. It's, like, it's truly, truly heartbreaking. And I really hope they get the help they need. Oh, and the gag that Treasure's mom doesn't even have custody of Treasure. Like, what? What? Okay. All right. And I do know that Treasure has another video up, but I don't even know if I want to put myself through the torture of watching that video because you guys saw what the last one did to me. Like, that was so that was so stressful. But basically, long story short, Treasure is a troll. Treasure 1000% needs help, and she takes any and all kinds of attention. So please do not go out and give her the attention that she wants. And I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, well, you're giving her the attention. No, I'm not giving her attention. Like, I'm trying to build this platform up to tell people not to go and follow her and give into it, because I feel like right now she's in a lot of trouble and it's really sad. And if she just gets ignored, then maybe she will get the help that she needs. I don't know. She's only 16 years old. Her brain isn't fully developed. She obviously has some mental illness. I don't know what it is, but it's something. So hopefully this is my very last video that I do on this poor girl. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.